moved. Is that a subtle recognition? Because I am yet to hear any top Azimio leader acknowledging and recognizing Ruto as the president.
We will not recognize him. We said, depending on the conclusion of these talks, satisfactory conclusion, we will recognize him. If these talks are concluded satisfactorily, okay?
In your view, in your opinion, if they be satisfactory, or in whose opinion satisfactory, where will this measure be? Who will be measuring if it's satisfied or who's satisfied?
I mean, of course, you know my position, because I know the facts, where they are, and I don't even blame Ruto. I know the forces who are involved in this process. They are subterranean forces, and they have got much more international implications.
Okay.
So I don't blame Ruto. And I know that those who it was in their interest to do what they did. So it is a much more complicated issue. Okay?
It's a much more complicated issue than it is. While you are silent and waiting for the outcome of these talks, the other side has been speaking, and they have even poured water on the process and said there'll be no outcome of this. For example, the deputy president himself, we've had Dindi Nyoro and some other people saying these talks, there'll be nothing. There's even a leader who once stood at the platform and said he knows the way these talks will eventually turn out to be. So you are waiting for something that looks like has a predictable, predetermined outcome to be satisfactory from where you're sitting?
You ask me, it is a tragedy that this country should have somebody of the caliber of Mr. Gachagua as a deputy president. Mr. Gachagua should not even be a head of a chicken pen because of his conduct, the way he behaves, and the way he talks. He talks with so much contempt to the rest of the country. It's as if he's a deputy president for Mount Kenya only. Other parts of the country do not exist in as far as he's concerned. When he talks to me as we and you, meaning my people and his people, and yet he's supposed to be the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, and even has the impudence to go and say that Kenya is a corporation or a shareholders company, that there are some communities with more shares